What is up, guys? My name is Sawcasm, and today I have a 96 and 7 gameplay playing some domination on the map Interchange along with a 2-minute and 37-second assault MOAB. So it was a pretty good gameplay and probably one of my best to date, honestly. And you know, for the first 20 or 30 seconds of this game, I was actually away from my controller. I wasn't playing. So you know, I always think to myself after this game, I was thinking, had I been here for those extra 20-30 seconds, would I have gotten those extra 4 kills to push me over the edge and get me that 100 kill game that I've been striving for? And while, you know, it does disappoint me that I didn't get the 100 kill game, this is a pretty good gameplay nonetheless, so I am still happy about it. It is my first assault MOAB along with my fastest assault MOAB. Of course it's going to be your fastest if it's your first, but yeah. So, you know, I was kind of thinking, had I been here, would I have gotten those extra 4 kills? But you really can't tell based on that because, you know, had I actually been here for that time, then you don't know what position I would be on the map for the rest of the game, or, you know, when I actually did come back and did get those kills that you saw at the beginning, which pretty much got me a really early payload and pretty much just set the pace for the rest of the game, I want to say, because, you know, it kind of gave me that momentum and that confidence to pull off what I did here. So it was a pretty good gameplay. And the class that I'm running is pretty much one of the only classes that I run now when I do run assault, and that is the ACR. Look at this, look at this. I kill this guy, kill his friend, and then kill this guy as he respawns from his tack. Oh, look at that, another tack. It's like Christmas. It's just presents over and over. I love people who use tactical insertions, honestly. Like, if you're going to use them, at least put them a little bit away from the action. You don't want to use it like right next to a flag. But yeah, because you're just going to give people like me free kills. So the class setup that I'm using is the ACR with the silencer attachment as well as the extended mags attachment with the 2 attachment proficiency. The silencer keeps you off the radar, which is pretty obvious, and the extended mags attachment allows you to kill multiple enemies without having to reload, which is a really big deal when playing ground war, which is what I'm playing here. And you know, it just allows you to take out multiple enemies at once, and that's really awesome, really big benefit, a big advantage to you. And on top of that, it does give you a couple extra rounds of ammo, which is really awesome as well. And I am running scavenger just to increase my ammo capacity even further, which is really good because when you do go for those higher score games, those higher kill games like I was doing here, you definitely are gonna need some ammo, and you're not going to be dying a lot. You know, when I go for these higher score games, I like to play defensive, play smart, play it slow, and this basically means that you're going to run out of ammo. So scavenger extended mags helps you out there. You're running over scavenger packs. I was running over them, you know, a lot of this game. There were a few points that even with extended mags and scavenger, I did run out of ammo, but yeah, that just shows how necessary it is when going for those higher kill games. So yeah, I find that's a big necessity. And hardline is my second perk, and pretty much, you know, on these higher kill games, you're probably going to end up with a bunch of assists that do stack up, which is, it really helps you, you know, even not for the main benefit of the perk, if you're just using it for the secondary benefit even, it is pretty good, and it can get you those few extra kills that you need, maybe for that extra payload or whatever the next kill streak is in your set. And Stalker, I love running Stalker when using assault rifles. It sounds kind of weird, but it allows you to be prepared for the enemies by, you'll be able to aim down sight around corners a lot more often than if you didn't have Stalker, because there's really, you know, no downside to aiming down sight around corners when you have Stalker, because you move around the corner pretty much the same speed as you would walking, you know, almost the same speed, and it's a really good benefit overall. And this is my assault MOAB streak that you're seeing right here. Like I said, it's 2 minutes and 37 seconds, which is pretty good in my opinion, especially for my first assault MOAB. And basically what had happened was, you know, I built up a payload, and to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about the assault MOAB. It was not a thought in my head. Basically, I was just trying to stay alive, you know, be prepared for the enemies, take them out, and play it smart, and just do as good as I can, basically. And obviously, it paid off. So, you see, I got that payload right here, and I know I have a general sense of where the enemies are coming from. Luckily, I run to this tack insert guy. Thank you, tack insert guy. This is better than Christmas. But yeah, I don't know how I missed that guy that I just passed, but luckily he ran past me too. So, yeah, basically I was just trying to stay alive, build up my streaks, and get to my second payload, which I inevitably did. And, you know, I'm starting to get closer to that assault MOAB, but like I said, it didn't really cross my mind at all this entire game until I actually got it. and it's pretty funny how it's played out, because there were, you know, a few games previously, not necessarily this day, but I have played games where I've gotten like a 23 assault MOAB streak, and just because I had a feeling that I was close to the assault MOAB, I kind of, you know, played completely different, made some stupid mistakes, and I kind of panicked and choked a little bit. So in this game, I guess because the assault MOAB wasn't even a thought, that I actually, you know, I just kept playing the way I was playing the rest of the game, and it paid off for me. It worked pretty well. So that's, you know, something that I could suggest to you, but I know it's easier said than done. You know, if you are on a streak like this, if you're getting close to a MOAB or just any streak in general, don't panic. Try to play how you were for the rest of the game, because if you build up a streak this far, then you probably were playing pretty well. So just continue what you were doing. Don't change your play style. Try to remain calm. And I know, you know, look at this right here. This is probably the funniest part in the game. I was actually one away from a Pred missile along with an assault MOAB, but I didn't know I was one away from the assault MOAB. So thinking that I just got the Predator missile, I was about to hide in that corner to call it in real quick, but I accidentally called in the MOAB that I got by accident. So I never heard of somebody getting MOAB by accident before, but this is the first for me, and I think the first on YouTube. And you see, I pretty much just failed with my Pred missile there. Right after you call in a MOAB, obviously it wipes the enemy team, and with spawn protection in this game, any explosive kill streak such as a Pred missile isn't going to be able to kill the enemy within the first, I think, 5 or 6 seconds of them spawning. Don't quote me on that time, but I think it's around there. So you definitely want to wait at least, you know, that much for the enemy to actually spawn and get rid of that spawn protection. So, you know, had I played that a little bit smarter, I might have been able to get those extra 4 kills that I needed, or, you know, even just a couple extra kills, which would have helped me in the long run, regardless of the number. Just try not to make the same mistake that I did. And yeah, so at this point, I know that I'm only one away from yet another Pavlo, so I'm just trying to play it smart, aim down sight around corners with this MP9 that I luckily found off the ground after running out of ammo, and I was able to get that Pavlo and call it in real quick. I know there's not much time left. Pretty much I'm just scrambling for those last few kills at this point, hoping that I run into, you know, some random quad group of enemies that are spinning around in circles right here, right next to me, but unfortunately I don't get it. Still a pretty good gameplay nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Leave me some feedback in the comments below. That's about it. Bow!